Alrighty, good morning. Oh, it's 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. Oh, not sure what's happening there. But it's Monday, 8 a.m. And it's power yoga time, so welcome. A minute or so in case somebody else might jump on in. Hope your weekend's been amazing. Oh. Good morning. Alrighty, let's start. I think I might just. Anyway, welcome Monday morning. Welcome to Power Vinyasa. I hope you're all well. But we'll do a little bit of a stabilizing opening sequence is kind of what I thought of it today. Something that will just gently but firmly awaken the body for your Monday. So the idea is just to start off your day right, bring out the best of you, best thing in the morning. So let's start in constructive rest today. I'm going to start on our backs where we feel a bit of support into the ground before we start to move into the flow. So just drop down onto your back. Just place your feet down and then draw your belly in and just take a little bit of a sigh. Sort of really place yourself on the ground, relax, open up the body and just feel this nice, gentle support, like someone's just kind of gently lowering you down to the ground. You've got lots of support for the back of the body. Take a few quiet breaths, maybe with the eyes closed, just to draw your attention inwards. To give you this nice opportunity to start your day off, start your week off with a checking in on how you're doing. How's the body? How's the mind? And just sort of ticking off or doing a little checklist of any sort of tension that might be sitting in the body. Often that's around the shoulders and the jaw and the neck. Just notice if that is kind of just drawing your attention. Sort of acknowledge it and then take a breath and then drop back down. And we're just allowing ourselves to peel away any layers of tension that we might have built up. And maybe take your hand to your heart and one to your belly. And using this to your hands on your body to feel more intimate with your breath. And you feel your breath expand from the inside and the outside. And dropping down right into your belly. And then just see if you can fill up and replenish your body without too much effort. Just allowing this full breath to fill you up. So there is a floating feeling, an expansive feeling, and also an energetic feeling through your torso. Leaning into the ground also gives us this opportunity to just focus on the breathing muscles, the accessory muscles around the rib cage. Leaning into the ground, we don't really need to do much else with the physical body, so we have this opportunity just to let the breathing muscles expand on your inhale, drop on your exhale. And really encourage the breath to move through the whole body. It's like it's a warm water, if you like, just spreading out through all parts of the body, just soothing and easing. Just bringing a lot of goodness towards outer edges, your fingers to your toes. And encouraging this connection between our body and our breath before we start to move the physical body. Notice if we can just take a few breaths and check in with the physical body. Allows the mind to be spacious and calm also. Unusual times, so if you find that your mind is full and busy, then just allow yourself this practice hour to just leave any worries or any thoughts on the mat. You just move. We're just going to draw the knees into the chest. Keep your eyes closed here for a little bit longer if you like. Just roll to the back of the body, maybe some circles or some rocking. And then stretching your body all the way out. So take a long line, so putting your toes and then stretching your fingers above you. Take a really good long breath in. Point your toes, point your fingers, that big morning stretch. Fill up the belly and then let it all go again as you exhale out. And taking an inhale, reach the fingers and the toes. And as you breathe out, just draw your right knee into your chest. And inhale, extend it out again. And then exhale, bringing the left leg in. So we're just going to move through a bit of breath, a bit of movement. Drawing the breath in as we extend. And then exhaling as the knee comes in. And inhale, reach. And then exhale, coming in. Let's do one more time. So you feel like you're stretching through the whole body. And then breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Oops. Running out of room. One more time. As you breathe in this time, bring both knees into your chest as you breathe out. Like you're squeezing the air out of the body. And then just keeping your knees up, taking your arms out to cactus. So for cactus, for some of us, it's our fingers will be up and our elbows are down. Some of us will have that nice rotation of the shoulders and be able to hold, put the fingers, back of the fingers on the ground without arching. So notice if the hands go back and the ribs flare up, then possibly you want to bring that back down and then drop the belly down again. So just have a play and see what works for you. Take a little bit of twisting here. So again, breath in, prepare the body. And as you breathe out, just dropping towards the right, but don't go all the way to the ground, just enough to wake up a little bit of the core. And we'll take a couple of breaths on the side. Trying to melt through the shoulders and open out. Your next inhale, just coming back to the center. We'll move on the exhale, so drop the knees the other way. But again, take a couple of breaths there, so you want to feel spacious in the body. Sense of spreading or opening across your collarbones, filling your belly. And then inhale again. We'll do that one more time. So if you want to feel a little bit stronger, or you're up for having the feet floating or straight, can't speak this morning, then feel free, or just keep your knees bent. And if it's even too strong, the toes should come all the way down. So breathe in and then float the feet one way. So I'm using my arms to guide that to keep me stable. And then back to the center on the inhale, and then moving across the other way on the exhale, and then just a couple of breaths. And then recenter, and then hugging those knees in. And we'll just roll ourselves up to standing. Actually. We're just coming to the front of your mat. Coming in to Tadasana, where we press our feet into the ground, take the palms out, and then really stretch the head. So just feel this nice engagement in your body as you press down, hugging into those thighs and extending, softening your shoulders. And then we're just going to roll up and down a little bit here. So as you breathe in, extend. As you breathe out, tuck your chin and then just roll your body down to the ground. Soften your knees. It's like you're curling down into Uttanasana. We're just going to pause slightly and then we're going to roll back up. And the hip comes up last. So chin in, just rolling the spine. Nice way just to wake it up. And then coming back up. We'll do that 2 more times. So just kind of rolling down. Notice your feet, what they're doing. They should be pressing evenly into the mat rather than roll into the outside edge. Sometimes habitually do without even knowing. 1 more time, breathing in. Rolling up. And this time, take an inhale as you extend the arms all the way up. And as you exhale, bow down. This time, take a halfway lift. Placing your hands down, just stepping your way back to your downward facing dog. So just take a couple of moments to adjust to the pose, pressing through the knuckles, pressing through your toes, and feeling this real anchoring down through your hands and your feet. Maybe soften your knees for a few moments. Get some buoyancy into the hands and the feet. As we sort of start to work into this pose, we'll just create a bit of movement before we hold it. So in your next inhale, just draw your body forward so you come into a plank. Come to down dog as we exhale, but I want you to take the body like a wave. So like we roll the spine just there, as you inhale, roll the body up and then you come into plank. And then as you exhale, you lift your hips. So we're just moving the spine. It's like we start with the feet and we sort of roll our way forward into plank. You could be on your knees here, that's fine. You can still roll the body. Let's do 1 more time. Inhale, roll the spine up. Again, the head's coming last. And then exhaling as you come into downward dog. This time, pause in downward dog for a breath. Drive down through those 10 knuckles of your hands and the 10 toes of your feet. Really drive down and lift the sit bone. Take a good breath in and then lower your knees down on the breath out. And you're going to inhale this time and come forward. Tuck your toes. Keep your toes tucked as you press down into the body and you roll. And then as you exhale, you come back. And my toes are tucked at the back as I just drop my hips to my heels. And again, that wave like I'm inhaling and I'm coming down. Rolling the body open, just nice and gentle. And then exhaling as I come back. A nice way just to kind of move the spine today. Let's do 2 more. It's called striking cobra. As you inhale, you come down. Open the front of the body up. Exhale as you come back down. Shush, isn't it? 1 more time. Inhaling, rolling the body open. And exhaling. As you come back, hips to heels this time, pick up your sit bone, your sit bones, and then float into your down dog. And now let's press the body into that space, into that shape. Really stretching the hips up, and we can sort of get this height in the hips and this grounding of our hands and our feet. We create so much space in the front of the body. We allow it to open up. And then inhaling your right leg to the sky. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, bring your knee to your nose. And your plank. Inhale straight back up again. And then exhale, knee to nose as you come through plank. Remember, the knee can be down on the opposite leg. One more time, inhale. And then as you exhale, just hold the knee, dome the back, just push down a little bit higher as you uncurl that right foot between your hands. And then placing the back knee down, bringing the arms up, and then floating into cactus. Inhale, open, and then exhale as you come together with the arms. So keep a few rounds of breath as you open the body up. Tuck the front ribs in, exhale. Keep going, but allowing this hip here to slide a bit and open, tucking it under. Rounds, we're just guiding the body open. Breathe out, in, and breathe out. Okay, extend the arms as you breathe out in this time. Lift the arms up and out and out. Bring the hands to your heart center. Draw your breath in. And then we're going to come into a twist. So just taking your elbow across that right knee and just taking a couple of breaths to orientate the body into the move. So maybe it's about lengthening the spine first, pressing through your front foot. Potentially you might want to tuck your toes and extend the back leg if you wish. And then just drawing that heart to the hands, extending the crown of the head, the back foot strong. And then just coming back to your center. So you might have your knee down or up, take an inhale. And as you exhale, hands come down, step back to down dog, and we'll just do 3 of those waves again. We inhale and roll the body forward, just to plank. And then lift the hips as we exhale back. Pressing the thighs. Inhale again, roll forward. Exhaling as we come back down. One more time, breathing in. Flowing the body and then exhaling as you down dog. Hold for a breath. Sit bones up. Push through those 10 knuckles, the 10 toes. Feel the length of the side of the ribs and then inhale your left leg up. We breathe it in and then knee to nose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift up. And this time as you come forward, just doming a little bit more as you press the body up and create room. Maybe even nose to knee, knee to nose, and then place that foot down between your hands. Drop the back knee. Draw the breath in as you really open up through the ribs to the side. Bring the arms out. Inhale. And then breathing. Inhaling, opening the front of the chest. And as we exhale, we're really opening the back of the shoulder blades. And down through my feet to guide that. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe it in. Open up. As we open this time, just take that moment to inhale the arms up and then bring them hands to heart center. Press into the heart space. Take an inhale and then come into your twist. So come over to that left side. So pressing firm through that front foot, right? So I can use that to lengthen through the body. If I go straight into the twist, I'm going to be out of alignment. So strong left foot press. Maybe tuck the toes and pull up into your full rotated lunge if you like. And we're sort of guiding the heart to the hands. You might feel you need to really extend that, create that space. And then coming back to your, whoops, wobbling as I think about where I'm going next. Come back to the center, take a breath, press in. And then as you breathe out, coming down. Stepping back through your down dog. Inhale forward. Down dog as you come back. Wave-like action. Roll the body. Last time we do this, we'll come through our chaturangas after this series. Exhale. If you're desperate to do them, thank you. One more time. Exhale. Nice. And then just putting down, just sort of dropping into the feet, pushing yourself. Notice a little bit of buoyancy when we can bend into our knees and soften a bit. We're going to come to the front of the mat, so step or jump, but press your feet together at the top, and we'll come into chair pose. So maybe reaching down to come up, or maybe you're coming up and then coming down. That's fine. Just kind of find the pose. Fingers, can't see my fingers, I think I'm off camera there, but the fingers spiral in, just a hug into these arms, and then come down nice and low. So really extending. Again, those cactus arms is a good option if you tighten the shoulders, lengthen the side of the body. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, just come down with the arms, but not the body. Inhale. Opening up. Exhale, maybe sinking lower. Inhale. Breathe out. Feel your feet. Feel your fingers. One more time. This time we're going to bow. Inhale up. And as you exhale, take your weight all the way down, but clasp your hands behind. If you come into a forward fold, drop the crown of the head. Extend the back of the neck. And if the arms feel tight, feel free to just put them on your back. But if you can open up the front of the chest here, pressing through your feet, hanging the head, taking a couple of breaths. And then floating those arms all the way down to the ground. Take a halfway lift. And then jump or step your way back to your plank. Bring your heart forward and come down through your chaturanga. Your maybe cobra first up dog if you're ready. We've certainly opened up the spine today. Broaden the collarbones and then down facing dog. Push through. Take a moment in your down dog to feel some length. Maybe just a little bit of bend in the knees today. Have more bounce and flexibility sometimes when we just soften those knees a little bit. What we want to do is create more space in the front of the spine in this pose. I'm going to scorpion, so if I'm not sure the word scorpion, how I use it, is the right leg comes up and then it turns over. So I flex the foot and I try and stack one hip on top of the other by keeping my arms really strong. So just take a breath. And as you exhale, bring the knee across to the opposite elbow in your plank. Scorpion open again. And then you exhale as that knee comes to the opposite elbow. Inhale. Exhale one more time as the knee comes to the elbow. And then this time as you inhale over, we're going to come through crescent lunge. So as you slide forward, look between your hands, uncurl your foot, place your right foot down, and then power for those legs as you drive the arms. Now, if you want to come down to your knees, come down to your knees. Otherwise, just sink down low. See if you can broaden here. Spiral the pinky fingers in. Hug the arms towards the ears. Drop the shoulders down. Take a breath. And then using your feet, just coming to lean forward as your arms flow. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you come down. The body's staying the same way. I'm just inhaling the arms, feeling that long drive of the feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. And this time, keep the arms behind you. We're going to pick up that back foot. So there's that buoyancy we're after. And then floating into warrior three. Now, if the warrior three is strong for you, use your blocks. Maybe you come down and just do a little standing posture at the front. Extend as long as you can. Maybe the hands come into your heart center underneath. It's quite nice, the power and the beauty of warrior three. Woo. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, place your feet about hip width apart at the top of the mat. And then bow down into Uttanasana. Roll the head. And inhale, rise up. Exhale, come all the way down. Halfway lift. Step will jump your way back to your plank. Yes. Rolling through your up dog or your cobra. And then coming into downward facing dog. So really strong through those middle movements. Down for the knuckles, down for the toes. A little bit of mobility in the hips and the knees. Inhale the left leg up. And just roll those hips over to scorpion. Flex the foot. Press through that left arm strong there. Fill up that left side. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, knee to nose. Knee to elbow, sorry. Inhale, scorpion. Come to the opposite elbow. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more time. Really fill up. Push down for those arms. Look between your hands. Lift the knee. Curl the foot. And then place that foot down. As you drive up into crescent lunge. Drop down into the pose. Soften the arms. Wrapping these armpits in. Spiraling the fingers. Drawing the energy upwards. But soften the shoulders. Take a breath. Press your feet. Lean forward. Arrowhead. Inhale the arms. And then exhale as you gracefully slide and open. Breathe in. Press down. Breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale. One more time. So I'm using this front foot very strong, very firm. And then I'm going to pick that back foot up as I float my way into warrior three. Hanging in there. Arms, your choice. You might leave them behind, the side, hands underneath for that nice mix of beauty and power. But if you want to bring your arms forward for the stronger version, feel free today. Just get the crown of the head long, the chin tucked and the eyes going down. Remember, it's not a forward fold, it's an extension. Take a breath and then float that foot to the front. Bow down. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you come down. Halfway lift. High to low plank. Step, jump, fire, whatever feels good. Roll the body open. And then exhale, down dog. Okay, let's scorpion open that right knee, that hip. Inhale. And then come to the opposite elbow as you exhale. Inhale as you lift that leg back up, scorpion. And then exhale, crescent lunge, step through. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you lean. Inhale as the arms reach. And then exhale as you pick up. And you come into warrior three. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, foot comes down. Vinyasa. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Halfway lift. Step, jump through your plank. Up dog. Baby cobra. Exhale. Inhale, left foot scorpion. So it opens up. Knee to opposite elbow. Breathe out. Inhale, fill up. And then as you exhale, come into crescent lunge, step it through. Breathe in. Breathe out as you come through to arrowhead. Extend the arms long. And as you breathe out, bring the arms back, coming to warrior three. Big breath in. Breathing out as you come into Vinyasa. Rise up. Bow down. Halfway lift. Float the body. Through your chaturanga. If you're getting finding it a little bit too dynamic, then you just miss out this section and come straight to down dog. Down dog now. Inhale, scorpion, right leg, big breath in. Knee to opposite elbow. Fill up the breath. Scorpion. And then come to crescent lunge. Breathe out as you press the ground away, and then fill up as you inhale. And then as you exhale, you're allowing the body to come into the next shape. Inhale. Exhale, warrior three. We're only here for breath, so be very powerful. Float the feet down to the front of the mat. Bow down, breathe out. Inhale, rise. Come through your chaturanga. Halfway lift. Step jump. Exhale. Left side, scorpion open. Just moving with the flow of the breath. Knee to opposite elbow. Inhaling up. Crescent lunge. Take your time. You only get one breath in a move. We don't rush it. Coming forward. Wrapping those arms. Inhaling. Warrior three. Exhale. Fill up. Breathing in. Breathing out as we come to the forward fold. Inhale. One more round each side. So if you're feeling like, not for me on a Monday, then you can feel free, chaturanga, to just stay at the back of the mat for down dog, or even child's pose for both the next rounds. So you're missing both sides, you're even. Otherwise, right leg, scorpion open. Let's go really strong, but not fast. Knee to opposite elbow. Scorpion. Get that foot through and feel like you're pressing the ground away as you inhale into crescent lunge. All the power and grace. Sweep forward into arrowhead. Inhale the arms. Reach for miles. Powerfully on that right foot as you come into warrior three. Take a breath. Uttanasana, front of your mat. Bow down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down. Float the heart space. Set yourself to the back of the mat. However you get there for down dog is up to you. You can just miss everything out and just pause in down dog for a couple of breaths. And then keep the flow going as we come to the left side. Scorpion open. Knee to opposite elbow. Inhale, open. Crescent lunge. Slide through. Fire up. And then arrowhead as we slide down. Sweep the arms. Pick up that back foot. Breathe in. Uttanasana, breathe out. Vinyasa. Exhale. Halfway lift. Step, jump, fire. Back to down dog. When you get to down dog, just take a couple of breaths there. Take a moment to really pull the hips up. Drop the front of the chest down. And if that needs to be in child's pose instead of down dog, then, take that. If you need a drink, take that. Just let the body just breathe through that movement. Nice to move. All right, let's float back to down dog. If you drop down, it's going to feel similar at the beginning, but we're going to move into a next phase. So just take again that right foot up. So scorpion it open. Inhale. This time take the knee to the same elbow as you exhale, come forward. So you're kind of hanging outside the right elbow. Inhale, scorpion. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Inhale up. Take that right foot through your hands. Come into your crescent lunge. Breathing in. Breathing out. As you lean forward. Inhale as you reach the arms. And then coming into warrior three. Take a breath. And then placing your foot down. As you come into Uttanasana, inhale, stand up. Bring your hands to your heart center. And then turning your body towards the left as you take those feet forward. And again, take another breath. We're going to lean back a little bit. And then we're going to forward fold as we come into a little bit of inversion. So keeping your feet maybe a little bit more forward, your knees bent, and then just tipping yourself over. If you have a lot of range, a lot of mobility, a lot of flexibility, maybe take the feet a wee bit wider. Just dropping down, giving yourself a few breaths to let the body adjust to the pose. It's quite nice to be upside down, I always find, before you start your day. I'm just going to adjust this into a goddess or Buddha squat. So turn the feet in a little bit. So you're kind of getting that structure from underneath and then coming down as you stand up into your stand up, come into your squat. So just pressing through. I'll just come around the front so you can see me better. And then just allowing your knees to track your toes, however that looks for you. Coming down quite low and extending the body up. Again, a couple of breaths and more of a holding pattern, but really working for the fire of the legs. And then inhale as you push back up. And then turning your right foot to the front. We're going to come into warrior two. So as you rotate the right leg, slide the arms open, and then just take your adjustment in your feet to allow the body just to glide in. Kind of like it's a well-oiled kind of joint just clicking into place. You get familiar with the poses, the body knows where it needs to go. Might just need a little bit of time to adjust to today's practice. Hip in, heart open. And take another breath as you extend your body forward and then bring your elbow to your thigh. Bring your arm up. So you might prefer to go this way, or if you're tight in the shoulders, maybe coming from the ground and then opening might suit you better. And just seeing if you can create this long stripe of a line here and activating it from this front hip. So pushing down, maybe revolving the bottom rib under the top so you got this straight, beautiful line to extend into. Take a breath and then float that arm behind you. We're going to come into half moon. So if you've got a prop, maybe you can place that in front of you. If you don't, you might just use the ground or be in the air. Otherwise, just start to float. And using that little bit of steadiness underneath you. Float, turn, flex the foot. Taking a few breaths and then maybe floating up, extending yourself for miles. Beautiful. And for our final breath, maybe soften the bottom leg and then bring that bottom arm up to your heart space so you're floating. Nice. Placing that bottom arm down if you've lifted it. And then top arm comes to the back of the hip. Drop the foot down. Inhale your way up through your breath and then exhale through your chaturanga should you want one, or just down dog if you want to have a little couple of breaths before we come to the other side. Nice. All right, so let's inhale, scorpion, open your left side. And then knee to the same elbow as you slide forward into plank. Inhale, scorpion. Exhale. Inhale, open. And exhale. One more time as you breathe in. And then stepping that foot through the hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale as you come through. Inhale into your arrowhead. Warrior 3. Take a breath, extend. And then coming into your forward fold as that foot places down. Inhale, stand up. Hands to your heart center. And then stepping back to the other way. So I'm turning my feet. And I'm going to take that forward fold as I come down. Lovely. So sit bones up, dropping the body down. You're quite open in the body. Maybe you want to come into tripod headstand. That's something that's familiar in your practice. Wouldn't be something we'd start to do online. And I can't quite see you. Let your body drop. Let it hang. Maybe soften the knees if you need to. And just take another breath and prepare to move. And then bringing those heels in, toes out, and coming into our squat. Knees tracking your toes, hips under, press through, melt the shoulder blades, and then sink down. Nice and powerful. And breathing as we push down for those feet. We turn that left foot to the front as we come into our warrior 2, floating the body open, extending the rib cage and sliding down into the feet. Make these arms just loose. Gazing over that front finger, the knee tracking the toe, that beautiful long line of the back leg. Happy Monday. Another breath as you slide your body forward, and then you come into that side angle where allowing the ribs to come around and dropping for that front foot. Arm can go over, or if you're like me, I prefer to come under for my shoulders. Then extending down. Maybe you've got range to slide, but just check you're not tipping. This is real opening. Sometimes where a prop's really handy just to give that rotation. Back foot's anchored, the outer edge of the back foot is down. We're not rolling to the front. Be careful with that. One more long breath as you extend yourself as much as you can in this pose. And then taking that top arm to the back hip as you start to prepare yourself for half moon. And floating that back foot up. Stacking that shoulder over the wrist. Turning the hips. One hip on one hip. Ribs on ribs. Shoulder on shoulder. Maybe hand extends up and out. Flex your foot. And imagine that in this pose you are a monarch butterfly. You just come out of your cocoon. You spread your wings and you're trying to dry them before you take off. So as much as you can to extend open, extend open. Beautiful. One more luscious breath, fill the whole body. And then float your way down into Uttanasana. We'll come to the front of the mat. So let's take a Padahastasana this time. So we'll slide our hands underneath our feet. The toes tickle our wrists. Or maybe you want less intensity. You've just got your elbows on your knees or you're just dangling. That's fine. But if it's doable, just let's give those wrists a little bit of love. And if you can, keep your belly on your thighs. Lift the sit bones and just melt the hair and the shoulders. Shush, Desmond. Let's release those arms. Just heel toe those feet out. We'll come through Malasana for a breath or two. Taking your hands into the center. So maybe the heels are down, maybe they're up. That's okay. I'm just using it as a little bit of release of the pelvis and an opportunity to do crow before we come onto the back of the body. So whatever works for you. You're welcome just to lie down from here. That's all good. Just think of this shape here as like a capital T. So the pelvis is the bottom of the T and the collarbones are the top of the T. So we're trying to work into opening up the body. The heels could be elevated, but if you get an opportunity to have something near to put your heels on, this is a tight pose that does assist you. It's not going to be here for too long today. Okay, so again, the goal, the finish point is on your backs. How you get there, you can roll down from here. You might take this opportunity just to do a little bit of core work. Come through a Vinyasa or crow. We place the hands, crow the feet, draw the body in, tuck the toes, extend the body long. Lifting the seat, just putting that real power and balance of the body. However long you need, you stay. When you're ready to get out of it, you can either shoot your legs back and come through chaturanga. You can just roll down, roll onto your back. Let's take about 3 breaths to work out what that looks like for you. When you are ready, just come on over onto the back. And take your toes together and your knees apart. We'll come into Supta Baddha Konasana for a moment. And here we come back down onto the back again, feeling that, that start point. Quite a different body though. Again, just encouraging the body to drop into the mat. And then just bringing those knees back up. We'll come into a couple of back bends and bridge or wheel. So just getting your feet set, pressing them down. It's a little bit dark in here. It didn't really assist much, did it? Okay, so let's press for the heels and then draw the belly in. So that we're feeling this connection as the pelvis starts to lift. I want you to pull up through the spine. So pulling, really kind of encouraging the back of the spine to curl. Remember those wave-like motion that we did in the beginning of the class? I want you to do that. So roll it up and then roll it down again. So we'll try and use a breath, but it'll be a slow breath. Roll it back up. So press for your feet. Maybe even use their arms as you roll back down. Give your arms to last, of course. Let's do 2 more. So again, just rolling up. And rolling down. And this time we're going to stay up. So we're just going to push through the hips, roll up. Take the arms above you and then see if you can just reach and grab opposite elbows. So this is a little bit stronger in the upper body. And then open across the collarbones, press through the feet as you fire up. And you're like taking the elbows away a little bit as you soften the shoulders. If it's too strong, feel free to let go. Maybe gently hugging those elbows towards each other as you broaden across the back of the shoulder blades. I'm trying to keep this extension across the front of the chest. Take a big breath in. I'm going to roll that spine down. So just keep your elbows at the back of the mat. So what you'll find is each part of the spine starts to land. It does change the way the shoulders are working. You're tight, so there'll be bits there that feel a bit stickier. So you can release and relax. And then open those arms to the side. Press them down. And we'll do one more back bend. So your choice. You could either choose just to stay on the mat or block under your sacrum for a little bit of a nicer assisted bridge. Or if you want to bust out into wheel, that's going to work for you, then feel free. Just kind of go for whatever the body's telling you to do, roll into. If it's another bridge, similar to what you just did, then so go for that. Open the shoulders. Whatever version you're taking, take the opportunity to fill up the whole body, extending open. And then nice and slow, just roll that spine back down. Take your time. Feeling like the back is unraveled and unrolled as it lands back onto the mat. And then taking your right heel across your left knee. Flex your foot for your pelvis is nice and lined and nestle your shoulders down. Take a breath and then just drawing or encouraging that left knee in. Take some really grounding breaths here as you feel your back again connect all the way to the ground, working for the hip. If it feels okay, then maybe extending the left leg up to make more stronger through the hamstring, where you might reach through the shin, you might even reach through the feet. Just make sure that the tailbone doesn't lift up. So you keep your sacrum down, or if you've got a strap or a band handy, it's a nice way to do it because you can then keep your shoulders quite grounded. Pull on the make sure the strap's over the ball of the foot, by the way. A little bit of downward pressure to allow that hip to open as well. Really breathe and let go. Creating some nice space in the body. And just releasing that band, releasing that straight leg, releasing that leg down. Just taking the legs apart, maybe little bit wider on the mat. Just take a little bit of movement side to side. And then we'll come through the other side. So taking the left heel across the right knee. A couple of breaths just to settle the alignment of the body in, if you like. And then drawing that knee in. And same thing. You can stay here. If you opt to come into the hamstring on the right leg, then maybe assisting with a towel or a strap, or maybe just your hands. And just feeling the back of your sacrum to be nice and heavy and grounded. Maybe try to soften the shoulders as well. Close the eyes and feel this nice dropping into the ground. As we started today, kind of nice support of the earth underneath us. Allow your breath to be full. One more nourishing inhale. As we just start to move out of this pose, release your strap, your band, your hands. Release the leg. Take the feet wide. And this time just drop them over towards the right side and extend your arms out across the middle. Just taking them up to the center and dropping them to the other side. Maybe turning the head as well if that feels good. Coming back to the center, coming into Shavasana for a couple of minutes where you can, again, just lean into the ground. Feel fully supported, like you've got this opportunity to start your day completely unplugged and rebooted. Take the first breath or two to guide the body into that ultimate spot where you're right in the center of your mat. Just breathing deeply. Every breath in is this opportunity to fill up the body with new breath, new life force. Followed by your breath out, an opportunity to relax. Breathe in deeply with your belly. Breathe out slowly, let your whole body relax. Breathe in again, slowly and smoothly. Breathe out, let your face, your shoulders, your belly and your limbs relax. Just be aware as we breathe in, breathe out. Nothing more, nothing less. Opportunity to breathe new life into our bodies. At first we have to breathe out, make room, let go. Stay longer in Shavasana, please do. Needing to move now. Time is up for the class, so take a few moments to move your wrists and your ankles. And a nice long stretch out. Hugging your knees to your chest. Just feel the back of your body really long and stretched. Just rolling to your right side. Take your time to feel a sense of gravity before you come up to a seat. Just as we started the class today, nice and supported, grounded and open. Just bring your hands to your heart center. Just foremost gratitude from me to you for taking the time to practice with me this morning, but also gratitude for ourselves for choosing to keep ourselves healthy. Taking time to do a yoga practice. There's a lot of room and space within us, which allows us to also affect those around us. One last nourishing breath in. Bow forward as we breathe out. Namaste. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Monday. Enjoyed that. Have a wonderful day, and that was a nice way to bring out the best of us at the start of the day, start of the week. Who knows what's going to happen this week? Have a wonderful day, and thank you for joining me. Or if you're watching a little bit later on delay, that's cool. I will be back Wednesday morning. Otherwise, see see you later.
Bye,